Now, the fifth session of the United Nations Environment Assembly has come to an end, and although it has adopted the resolutions before it, the resolution on plastic waste and its management is seen as the most important decision on environmental protection in recent years. This resolution now paves way for the creation of an intergovernmental committee which will negotiate and finalize a legally binding agreement by the year 2024. This means that new rules targeting plastic pollution will be put in place globally and will involve the entire value chain from production to disposal. NTV's science editor Zena Bundati explains.
There were 11 resolutions on the table focused on three key areas, that is climate change, waste management and biodiversity laws. And the UN Environment Assembly says it is a historic moment that decisions were taken on these areas.
We need to reset our relationship to nature. We need to change our business models. We need to change our policies. We need to change our entire economies in order to cater for a nature-positive future.
We humans are putting extreme pressure on the planet. Despite representing less than 1% of life on the planet, humanity has crossed the planetary boundaries as the main driver for chemical pollution, biodiversity loss, greenhouse gas concentration.
Plastic waste is one of the biggest challenges that the world faces today, and as the Environment Assembly takes a resolution on managing plastic waste, the ministers were quick to point out that they are not against plastic. What they are against is how this waste is disposed of after use.
We have just enacted a legislation that we call it the Sustainable Waste Management Act, that moves this country from linear economy to circularity. Very important, but it's not enough.
Progress on a legally binding global agreement on the plastic pollution is a truly welcome first step to implementation, and it will make a difference, one that shows again the true value of multilateralism. Africa has been a leader on this front. As I understand, 34 out of the 54 countries have already put in place legislation on single-use plastic bags, and we encourage the other 20 countries to follow suit.
The resolution on plastic pollution is said to be the biggest green deal after the Paris Climate Agreement of 2015, and it has been signed by 175 member states of the United Nations, and it will be legally binding. Zainab Wandati, NTV, Nairobi.